Hey everyone, I'm Justin with AmericanTrucks.com, and today we're taking a closer look at and installing the Raxiom Horizon LED taillights available for all 2015 through 2020 F-150s equipped with the halogen non-blind spot taillights. Now you should be considering these taillight options for your rig if you'd like to ditch the boring stockers in favor of something that will not only combine a dark, aggressive appearance, but also include high-powered LED lighting and maybe one of the most unique patterns available in the category. A few things to talk about here with the Raxiom, so let's get into it. So in my opinion, there will be three big features that really do jump out at me here with the Horizons from Raxiom. Now, first and foremost, these will help deliver that dark, aggressive look that a lot of us truck owners really dig, and that's going to be thanks to the combination of the black housings with a lightly smoked lens. Certainly a great choice, of course, if you are looking to black out some or all of the lights on your F-150. Second big feature here would be the fact that you are converting your dated and dull halogen taillights for a much more modern, high-powered LED operation, and that's a 100% conversion, guys. There are no more halogen lights left after you make the swap to the Horizons. Finally, I think I saved the best for last here, and that is the manner in which the Horizons light up. Really unlike anything else in the category. In fact, you're looking at the upper and lower blocks here. They handle the brake lights, running lights, and turn signal duties. They kind of have this three-dimensional effect when lit thanks to the square and square design there. They look totally awesome, and again, certainly very unique among some of your other options in the category. Now moving into our construction portion of the video, guys, earlier I did mention the black ABS plastic base, if you will, and at that point that is topped off with a lightly smoked polycarbonate lens. Combination certainly delivers a dark, aggressive look, but also in this case one that does maintain that DOT stamp of approval, making them legal for use in all 50 states. Now from there, guys, the lenses are weather sealed to help prevent any moisture or condensation from getting behind the actual lens and fogging things up over time. Now, as I did mention earlier, I do want to remind you, these are a 100% LED conversion. So things like the bright red LEDs will illuminate for your brake lights, turn signals, running lights, things like that. While the reverse lights will also be LED and will be handled by the white blocks in the middle of those red blocks there. So again, 100% LED operation, and certainly something that will drastically not only alter the appearance, but certainly modernize the taillight experience on your F-150. Finally, guys, I just want to remind everybody at home that these will only fit the halogen equipped taillights or halogen taillights on the 15 through 20 F-150s. In addition to the halogen option, these taillights do not have the blind spot or bliss sensors. So just make sure you're grabbing the correct options for your truck. And again, these will only fit the 15 through 20 F-150s, which are equipped with halogen factory taillights and non-blind spot radars. Price point for the Horizons from Raxiom will live right around 400 bucks, give or take, guys, which honestly I would say puts these right in the middle of the pack between some of your more basic OE styled replacements on the lower side. And then you have options such as maybe the Morimoto XBs, for instance, which will round out the higher side of the spectrum, coming in 100 or 200 bucks more than the Raxioms on the table today. So certainly check out the rest of our selection, see what looks best for your truck and your budget before making your final decision. Install is going to be a 100% plug and play job here, guys. No wiring, no modification needed whatsoever. So because of all that, the site is going to stick with a solid 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about an hour to complete from start to finish. But now let's throw it out to the shop for our detailed walkthrough and tool breakdown.
The tools you'll need for this project are a ratchet and an 8mm socket. Hi everyone. Today we're installing a set of taillights on our F-150, so let's get started with the uninstall of the stock lights first. To uninstall our taillight is a pretty simple process. There's only a couple of 8mm screws that we need to take out, one at the top, one at the bottom, and then we can slide our light completely out. So we'll use our 8mm socket and ratchet to go ahead and remove these screws. Now we'll just slide our light straight back. and disconnect it from the harness by pushing down on the release lever and pulling apart. Now you'll notice in your box that comes with the lights, there are a couple of additional wiring harnesses. One is for the 2015 to 2017, and you will need to plug these in if you have one of those year trucks. So you just plug this into the factory harness here, and then you can plug your light into these ends. If you have a 2018 and up vehicle, this harness may or may not be used. Basic premise is, go ahead and plug the light in first, test it out. If you don't have any dash lights displaying an error, then you can go ahead and not use these. If you do have an error message on your dash after plugging them in, then go ahead and install this harness in between the light and the factory harness, and that should alleviate the problem. So now we're just going to go ahead and plug our light harness into our vehicle harness. Make sure it snaps into place, and now we can go ahead and install our light. So we'll line up the two alignment studs, slip those in, set our light in place, and reinstall the factory hardware. And now you can repeat that whole process for the other side. And that wraps up our review and install of the Raxiom Horizon LED taillights with the black housing and clear lens for your 15 to 20 F-150 with factory halogen non-bliss taillights. Thanks for watching, and remember, for all things F-150, keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.